Hi everyone, Ukrainian Accent with you. On this channel we are diving into Ukrainian books, films and series. I always seem to miss the perfect media moments, like the first days of the season or Halloween. I've even missed the Twilight season. But this time I've decided to take the bull, or rather the deer, by the horns and make a video about Christmas, Ukrainian Christmas. This idea came to my mind when I came across the book Under the Pillow or Under the Christmas Tree by Daria Antsybor. Oh, and I have to mention that there will be some reflection from my childhood, because this book stirred up my memories. But at the beginning...
In the beginning.
Sorry, can't stop laughing at this meme.
Тим не менш,
For the beginning, I'd ask you to like the video, subscribe to the channel and write a comment. I would be glad to read about your experiences of celebrating Christmas. And now, let's start.
Починаємо шоу.
So, the book Under the Pillow or Under the Christmas Tree tells about winter holidays across Europe, including Ukraine. But I'd like to concentrate mostly on Ukrainian Christmas traditions and how they have developed over the time. Of course, it took years before the 25th of December became established as the date of Christ's birth.
А сьогодні твій святковий день.
Christmas rituals didn't appear from nowhere, and the church adopted and integrated local practices that had their roots in pagan traditions. The first part of the book talks about the traditional symbols of the origin Christmas celebration. The word kolyada encompasses the entire Christmas tradition of the Slavs, including ritual songs, kolyadki, or carols in English, gifts for the sinners, various ritual dishes like kutya, and much more. I'm from a city which is located on the coast of the Sea of Azov. When I was a child, my mom had a restaurant, and on the Christmas Eve, kolyadniks put on a little performance with costumes, songs and dances. It was like a mystery play. After their performance, they got some gifts like sweets or money. Some children also gathered in groups and went caroling around the neighborhood, receiving sweets after singing. Doesn't it remind you of anything? The next moment I remember is about kutya. This is the main ritual dish, a special porridge made of wheat with honey, poppy seeds, nuts and raisins. Actually, each family adds various fillings to the kutya, and this is the first dish with which people begin the Christmas feast. So, I remember as we children took kutya and brought it to our godparents. The dish was put in the middle of the table, and every person had to take some kutya, and only after that we ate other dishes.
У нас Різдво, і у нас в різних регіонах ставлять різні страви, але все ж таки є в них щось одне об'єднавче. Це точно, що ми на Різдво їмо. Це ми з цим уже визначились, і це добре.
While reading the book, I learned some more Christmas traditions that were untypical for my family. Besides kutya, there was an important element connected to the spirits of the ancestors. It's called diduch, which has a root did that means old man or ancestor in English. Diduch is a straw sheaf that symbolized abundance and a good future harvest. It was kept in a place of honor until Epiphany.
Той вечір, коли люди сідали вечеряти, вносив або газда, або старший син в хату і ставив в куток на покутті. Колись стояли в хаті лави, лавиця велика була, вона була до самого кута, і там в кутику ставили.
After the Christmas holidays, diduch was burned and its ashes were scattered in the garden or field as a kind of magical fertilizer. One more Christmas symbol I haven't mentioned yet is a Christmas tree, and the author devotes the second part of the book to it. According to the book, celebrating Christmas with a Christmas tree spread through Europe during the second half of the 18th to 19th centuries. It happened thanks to German settlers who actively preserved their traditions. Thus, decorating Christmas trees on Christmas Eve was introduced to other cultures. At first it was practiced by wealthy people in cities, and Ukraine was no exception. At that time, the Christmas tree served as a gift for the children. The adults decorated the tree themselves. Moreover, they would forbid the children from entering the room while preparations were underway, which only fueled the children's excitement even more. At the end of the celebration, it was time for psychological relief for the children. After admiring the Christmas tree, children would receive gifts from it. Sometimes adults handed out the gifts, while other times the children took them down themselves, which often left the tree quickly reduced to a cluster of bare branches. Nowadays, decorating is a family event, and I don't know about other families, but in mine, we decorate Christmas tree together. Moreover, Mom's friend brought us a tradition. She says there must be at least one new toy on the Christmas tree every year. There was also a tradition where children performed themed plays or recited poems and received treats in return. In our family, we had this tradition too. As children, we enjoyed creating and performing little plays ourselves. I don't know how children's celebrations are held in other countries, but in Ukraine, kids in kindergarten recite poems and receive sweets for doing so. But let's return to the moment when children didn't take part in a Christmas tree decorating. And now I wonder whether it's connected to the moment when kindergarten teacher took me and other children to the hall and said, "Look at the Christmas tree, how bright and beautiful it is! And who brought the Christmas tree?" The author dedicates the final third-part chapter of the book to this topic. According to the book, for quite a long time in Ukraine, it was explained that the Christmas tree was brought by an angel. But nowadays, Ukrainians believe that children got their presents from Saint Nicholas, or Святий Миколай in Ukrainian.
І вам, Святий Миколай, нічого не принесе. Приніс мене з різочками.
However, this character has own long history, and the image of Saint Nicholas has undergone dramatic changes throughout history, from a bishop who saved the innocent from execution to a man in a red coat riding reindeer and delivering gifts to children. Saint Nicholas has been a significant figure since the times of Kievan Rus. His image has transformed into a global symbol of justice, aid and compassion. The author humorously referred to Saint Nicholas as a Ukrainian superhero. One more interesting fact that I've learned from the book is about another gift giver, Did Moroz, or Father Frost. Nowadays, many people believe that image of Father Frost was made up by Soviets. But the author disapproves this statement. She lists Ukrainian literary works about Father Frost that were written before the creation of the Soviet Union. You can see some of them with my amateurish translation. But as usual, Soviets ruined the character as they ruined everything they touched. It's quite curious to talk about my memories about Saint Nicholas and Father Frost, because in my childhood I got presents from both of them. I received some sweets from Saint Nicholas on the Saint Nicholas Day and something more serious on New Year's Day. By the way, the author shares her own child's experience of getting Christmas presents, and I don't know why, but I was so surprised and glad that we had similar experiences. This is something that unites us. So now I'd like to summarize my whole speech a little. The book Under the Pillow Under the Christmas Tree is amazing and easy to read. The author Daria Antsibor's writing style is so vibey. Maybe it's because of the slang words she adds that you don't expect in nonfiction. Such slang doesn't feel out of place in the text. It's just emphasizes some thoughts and makes readers smile. At the same time, the book is full of excerpts and quotations in which I could read how our Ukrainian ancestors celebrate Christmas. It's like you can actually touch history. I wish that the book would be translated in other languages so that people from other countries could learn more about Ukraine. Moreover, I'd like to mention that the author dedicated the book to her godbrother, a defender of Ukraine, Stanislav Metashko, who protected us in the Russian-Ukrainian war. Don't forget the people who protect us from pure evil. Remember, it is thanks to Ukrainian defenders we can celebrate Christmas. If possible, please donate to verified funds, some of which are shown on the screen. And this time, instead of Ukrainian words, I've prepared some YouTube channels where you could find Ukrainian carols. You'll find the links below. Thank you for your watching, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year!
Ladies and gentlemen, it was lovely to have you this year. See you next year, or not.